Hello, and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. Guys, XRP is drifting around at around 51-52 cents, while Bitcoin is at 46K. Although XRP isn't doing well at the moment, and many are upset about it, on January 23rd, Bitcoin was at 38K XRP, which is 50 cents for every 7th. So, 50 cents, right guys? All of this is because we rely on Bitcoin's growth to power everything else. But the reason for this is because the market as a whole is managed. Whomever controls the price of Bitcoin also controls the price of additional pieces. It's plain to see if anybody's paying attention. And I'm assuming, as several of you have pointed out, that we are not biased financially, but if Bitcoin does drop in price, I will be increasing my XRP long position. Right now. One possible explanation is that it serves as a constant reminder. Babbitt claims that XRP will ascend with Lucifer, according to Allah's prophecy from long ago. A local resident claims that enrollment, urban legend Lucifer, when asked Venus, was originally called Lightbringer in Latin. Am I correct? Because that's ray pointing west, east, it apparently also links to the east. Guys, look at Fifi XRP. It's an alchemical process in the cryptocurrency world. Clearly, there is a window of time within which they must pump X or P men. That wraps it up, I think. What time is that? You have no idea. Still, we want to achieve that. I mean, that's pretty much the end, isn't it? The switch being flipped. When we speak about XRP's potential rise here, however, it usually happens when it pumps 50% or 100% in a flash, you guys. Am I correct? From a financial perspective, it is unfortunate. Things are poised, however, according to the charts. Despite the fact that many are pessimistic, it seems gorgeous, guys. From what I can tell, that will be happening shortly. Who knows, maybe it will be this month, next month, or April. However, David Schwartz may have provided us with a hint here. This is fascinating since XRP has suddenly become popular among investors. The arrival of the Year of the Dragon is rapidly approaching. Am I correct? Actually, this was sent by David Schwartz on September 30th, 2023. I have to create a fantastic QR code for my official party admittance using AI. Here is the one I created, however, no one requested it. As a result, I was unable to exploit it. He made things alright, and that's what we remember. He built this from the ground up. What does it seem like to me? An eagle. An eagle. Guys, it's clear he was pointing at something. Plus, no one ever inquired about those people. Am I correct? Consequently, he was unable to leverage it. Now I'm wondering whether he needs to activate the card or the QR code. For the lunar calendar, the Year of the Dragon is just around the corner. I believe it's on Saturday, the 10th, so, let's get ready, shall we? There are many other calendars and such. It appears that we have been officially confirmed, even by cryptomaniacs, by Mr. Poole and the regular accounts. This is because, if I'm not mistaken, Mr. Bull does discount, and he says that excitement phases are coming. We were the first to say this, and I don't understand why so many people are bearish, not financially, though. Excitement, he continues, is on the horizon, gentlemen. What follows the first action of pumping, the what goes up, what goes right, is really the source of our joy, and that's why it's so lovely. Recall, Mr. Poole, that there was a time when there was both excitement and grief. Now, there is no space between the two, and if there is no space at all, does that imply that there is both excitement and grief? Right, which would connect to some type of black swan. That's the only thing I could, because if we think about excitement phases coming for the cryptosphere examiner means up everything's green, right? You all-time highs be hopefully fingers crossed guys, I hope for and I wish for new all-time highs right for every crypto asset class, every crypto out there cause, and then the grief strikes when right after the fact, which is I'm guessing that black swan occurs. I don't know though, right? It's just purely speculation at that day, so take it with a grain of salt, and supposedly tests with this was right here guys, and have proven time and time again throughout history to have turned their guns on their masters, right? Military and stuff like that guys. My best assumption is that there is an outside factor involved in analyzed sorrow. Fascinating. And when keep in mind what I've stated previously, you may have come for the Lamborghinis, but you'll remain for the decentralized revolution that will end human suffering. Do you all agree with that? Am I correct? I don't know what you're getting into, but you're probably after the Lamborghini bots, right? You claim decentralized banking would bring peace to mankind. Are we being completely forthright with ourselves if we think that any of you are here for that? Is anyone really interested in the technological aspects, anyway? It's all about the money, I suppose. After all, who among us isn't in it for the gain? However, once you start rolling in the dough, won't you understand that there's more to life than just making a buck? Are you still committed to maintaining peace here? Am I correct? Or, should we say, for the technology? Who thinks that's a good idea? Leave a comment and let us know. Alright, let's go back to the point, shall we? When the boys get their Lamborghinis wet, what happens next? In Skyfall, of course. In Skyfall, this is the Greek section. Bond once again finds himself sucked into a dragon's maw. Fallout 4, Skyfall, take a peek at the gaping maw of that monstrous monster, James. Am I correct? Furthermore, it was published in ACS on November 12, 2010. I mean, come on. With a running duration of 2 or 3 hours, it's hardly going to dazzle audiences or earn a lot of money. It's just like the Year of the Dragon, you know? Tell me this, please be patient. Alright, so this may be a sign that this year we'll see both joy and sadness. Ray Skyfall has a running duration of 111 to 143 minutes and was released in the nation on November 9, 2012. Get your ducks in a row, which is what the 911 absolutely correct 11, for example, 999 and 7 in November, correct? But if we descend to this level, we can make $1.109 billion, can't we? Which is really absurd, since it's either 11 or 9/11. Am I correct? Excuse me, what's that? It's likely that this will happen again this year. Am I correct? Fascinatingly, it brings me sadness again. Now that Ripple is back, listen up, our most recent XRP markets report is up and details the crypto industry's events in the fourth quarter, which pushed issues like anti-money laundering and compliance to the forefront. Important supervisor. Notable licensing and regulatory developments, as well as the most recent updates on the XRP blockchain integration, I see. Here, then, Ripple and XRP are experiencing a great deal of excellent news. In the fourth quarter of 2023, XRP. Financial news. I mean, come on, folks, openness is the main reason they do this. A great deal has transpired in the fourth quarter. Sure, dudes. I don't even know how people remember such details nowadays, because of how fast the internet moves. Remember, gentlemen, July 13th is when we want to win the SEC. Last year, we were runner-up. Oh, please. Obtaining licenses in major markets, including its full major payments, licensing frameworks have helped establish regulatory clarity, attract investments from entrepreneurs, and foster sustainable innovation. In Q4, Ripple was granted a license by the Monetary Authority of Singapore, and it has been steadily growing since then. We will talk about an Irish central bank. Correct, virtual asset gents. Crypto license. Thus, Ripple has accomplished a great deal. And there are still a lot of individuals who believe false information and doubt, FUD. Realized volatility seems to be elevating the XRP ledger's status, so be on the lookout for a slew of upcoming improvements and enhancements. Among them is the inclusion of this very piece. Just 3 days before the clawback amendment is passed, central banks and other institutions will likely feel more at ease issuing XRP ledger assets. You may now access XLS39 on the mainnet. As a result, the XRP ledger may now provide clawback capability, which greatly enhances security. After tokens have been given to accounts, issuers may retrieve them using this functionality. God, that's ridiculous. I see. After all, I suppose it's more centralized than anything else. Keep in mind that this isn't about XRP, that's something you can do with XRP. Am I correct? These are the coins you people issue, aren't they? Because of this, the question arises as to whether institutions and central banks will be more at ease issuing USDC or USCBDC. Am I correct? Now these folks can classifying XRP as a ledger. I find it quite intriguing. In 2025, XRP liquidity, the availability of billions of dollars worth of XRP, is expected to be crucial. Once again, that year's timestamp, using Ripple's main offering, on-demand liquidity, we're able to tap into XRP's massive liquidity pool, allowing for instantaneous cross-border payments between the US and Mexico, a huge improvement over the 2 or 3 days it used to take using older methods. In doing so, we have alleviated a tremendous global problem, the transfer of funds. I believe that in the future, crypto liquidity will focus more on addressing real-world issues rather than merely speculation, and these use cases have the potential to grow in the billions. I think it's safe to say that the majority of crypto liquidity is based on unanswered questions about the usage of incentives-fueled speculation at the moment. However, I do believe that this environment encourages innovation within the sector. But I do believe that this idea of practical use will grow in importance as crypto develops and realizes its full potential. We possess captivating. Yes, you all. Predicted to connect as a result of our collaborate with Ripple XRP on the SBDC platform, and we're advising smaller nations that aren't India. Because of how sophisticated they are, we have been put into the CBDC platform. As part of our advising, paper submission, and CBD-related services, we are helping tiny nations figure out how to switch to CBD Salomon. If we, Ashok, the creator of CAS FinTech and Accelerate Finance, are incorrect, then these institutions, businesses, and everyone else are also incorrect. And with that, everyone. Who cares about what happens after this? Who knows, maybe one day the tables may turn and everything will be different. Only those in charge of the market have any knowledge of financial matters. It seems that we are in excellent hands with messiness and see a bonus, since shortly before Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse was ready to go skiing in Davos in January, with those boots, he created an avalanche. Those hiking boots are perfect for the mountains, I see. We now know why Brad Garland donned those boots, since he just texted from his residence on his way to the peak. The video ends there. Please subscribe and like as always. See you later, bye.